The number 13 is also given as being the number that transforms an individual. The number 13 on a larger scale can transform society or societies at large. So you should not fear the number 13. You should understand the vibration, the makeup, what it represents, the digits that go into developing the pattern of the number 13. In the number 13, the digits are 1 and 3. Once again, we have another prime number within the number 13 itself, and that is the mystic number 3. So all in all, the numbers are proving to be very educational, okay, in giving us needed instruction as to how we can better our life condition, how we can improve ourselves through the knowledge of the law of vibrations operating through the numbers themselves. Okay? Now, within reason, we know we talked about 13. We talked about 23. Let's talk about the number 11 in this year and what remains with the number 11 for the year of 2009, which is an 11 itself. Now, for a 3-day period, which will end today, August 11th, August 12th, and August 13th are 3 days that represent the strongest vibration that the sun is touching the face of this planet known as Earth. So if any of you have experienced any troublesome experiences within yourself, within your life, with your loved ones, understand that this vibration that is impacting all of us right now is very, very strong, and we must endure at this time. The power of these 3 days is no joke. It is very, very powerful, and it cannot, should not be underestimated and overlooked. This is valuable information that is being shared with you so that you can know. Because see, the number 11, the vibration for the year in question, 2009, is about knowledge. It's about revelation. It's about self-revelation. It's about attaining a level of consciousness. It's about attaining a higher level of consciousness. It is also about becoming more cognizant of who you are and the surroundings, becoming more cognizant of the 4 elements, becoming aware of the 5th element. Number 5 is a prime number in itself, the 5th element. The 5th element deals with the ethers, or the etheric realm. Okay? How many of you knew about the 5th element? You know, there's been a movie that talked about the 5th element, and I recommend that if you have already watched that movie, watch it again. Watch it until you learn something from that movie. And for those of you who are viewing this, if you have not viewed the 5th element itself, the movie The 5th Element, I suggest to you to watch it. The movie is very, very interesting. The movie will provide you with more knowledge so that you become more aware. I would like to leave you that as we traverse through life at this time, especially in the year of 2009, the number 11. Okay? Don't allow yourself to be split and severed. Remain whole within your conscious self. Many of you right now that I have received emails from are feeling a troublesome vibration. It's like you're being pulled into two extreme directions. This does not have to be the case. This is a time for you to unify the force of this number 11. And when you add the number 11, the two digits of the 1, we arrive at the number 2. The number 2 is a prime number within itself. And what's interesting about the number 2, it is the only digit that is of a even number that is a prime number within itself. There's a lot of hidden mysticism that is contained within the number 2 and also with the number 11. The number 11 helps you to override the conditional limitations that are placed upon the vibration of the number 2 itself. The number 2 deals with the feminine purpose in life. The number 11 deals more with the androgynous being, the androgynous, spiritual, holy, sanctified energy that is found within you. And if you are an individual who is born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th, this year of 2009 is very significant for you. Take heed to your senses. Listen well to the indwelling spirit that is found and hidden within yourself. Power right now is very subtle. The power resides within you. Do not overlook. Pay attention to the very, very fine fabric of details in your life. Learn to respect yourself so that you may in turn be able to respect others. Do not take others for granted. Do not be over demanding of yourself and others. Find some sense of joy. Find some sense of peace. Find happiness within your life. These are the precious jewels of the number 11, the number 2, the number 20, and the number 29. Now, for those of you who are born on the 29th of any given month, know who your friends are, and also know who is your opposition. Know who are your enemies. Create no enemies during this year. You know, the year in question, 2009, the digit within the 2009, the number 9 itself, has a very strange and unusual influence over the number 2. And the number 2 has an even greater strange and influence over the number 9. Okay? Now what's interesting is that when these two numbers are joined together, they create the prime number 11. Now, so we're back to the number 11 again. We're back to dealing with the positive force that must be found within ourselves. Factor yourself in. Don't factor yourself out. Listen from your heart. Don't listen to that which is a bunch of garble that is coming from the outside, trying to enter within you. Work from within and outwardly, not outwardly back to within. Okay? Now, one added thing before we finalize this session of the Penmaster